Alright, what's going on, everybody? I'm actually 8 minutes early today. What? What a turnaround from my normal 10, 15 minutes late, eh? 8 whole minutes early? I was just ready to go, man. Ready to go. Might as well not wait around. Let's get this party started. Speaking of getting this party started, let's get a tweet out. What do I even say for the tweet today? I don't actually know. Dearest chat Marvel Champions. Shit, sanding over a buck. Dang, dude, can't fake you out. I tried to be early. I was thinking no one's gonna send over a super chat for a while because no one's gonna know I'm live. Turns out, not the case. Shed was still ready somehow, man. He had a sixth sense. I think BG's going live. Slap! Right in the face, dude. Right in the face, just for you, Shed. Thanks, man. Alright, let's get a tweet out though so we can actually get started. I'm not even sure what the heck's going on in game today. What can I tweet about? I don't know. What in the world? What's up, Easy? What do we say? What do we say? What do we say? What do we say? Been absent the last couple nights. Need you to slap me in the face twice as hard because it's been a long day. It was a pretty hard slap. It was a pretty hard slap. Anyway, what's up everyone else too, man? Gavinator's first one in here. Then we got Coffee, free copyright. Still know if I'm saying that name right. Maybe I'll just say Alk. Or maybe I'll just say AFC, since that's what your badge is or whatever. Profile pic. We got Croy in here. What's up, everybody? Let's see. This is what happens when I'm early, man. I don't know what to tweet about. I'll say... don't be alarmed. The world is not... Is it better if I say it like this? Not? Yeah, let's do that. Is not ending. But I am early. Yes! No! Okay, don't be alarmed, the world is not ending. But I'm early. But I'm early. Tweet. Good enough. Whatever. Tweet about compensation. Oh man, we've gotten so much compensation. Maybe I should do a tweet about it though. Maybe that'll be for tomorrow if I remember. Hey, we've gotten like 14 compensation packages. What's the deal with that 15th one? I still want it. I don't necessarily need it, but I want it. Anyway. Why are we early here? I was just ready to go. There's something that I actually have to do after stream time tonight too. And it's not necessarily like a strict time thing, but it's something that I couldn't do before the stream. So I ended up just being ready a lot earlier today. And as a result, I was like, well, I mean, if I'm ready and I can't actually do anything else, I mean, might as well just stream. Why am I just sitting around not doing squat? Turn the stream on. I was like trying to get chores done. It's just like bores, man. It's like washing dishes. It's like, damn, dude, screw this. I want to go play some video games. Chris Cuthbert sent over 550 of them Canadian bucks. Thank you, dude. Saying requesting early tweet at MCOC guy. Sure, man. Hang on. Let me just get into... God, Summer of Pain. No, it's not where I wanted to go. This damn menu system. Ever since that gold quest got it, I'm telling you guys. But let me hop into some energy dumpage right here. Let's see. Do we have anything on the map? I see one potion over there. But that's it. So... Alright, who cares about that potion? Alright, Chris. Let me find your tweet. I don't see a tweet. Is your profile set to private or anything like that? If it is set to private, please make sure to unprivate it and then tweet again. Because otherwise I got nothing here, dude. If it was sent like much earlier or something like that, you'll have to let me know that too. Or actually just send it again, because it's hard to find if it was sent earlier. But there's been 0 tweets at me since going live yet. So I'll be on the lookout for a follow-up from you. Rajdeep sending over a loony. Thank you very much, saying ABG. I recently got 6-star Professor X from a Nexus, and I love him. Congratulations. Don't know who developed him, but he is such a fun champ to play. The devs killed it. If I remember correctly, I think Professor X, I'm pretty sure it was designed by Mcoc. I think he's okay with saying that. I don't know. I don't know if these guys are like private about if they want that info out there or not. But dude, if I designed Professor X, I'd want that info out there. If I hope I'm giving credit to the right person at least. But yeah, he's been actually he's not that private of a person because he's been in a video with Dave. I think that was it. I don't think he really has like hopped on streams or podcasts, but I know he did a video on Dave's channel once. I think it was him and Broccoli doing like some crystal openings or something. But yeah, anyway, dude, yeah, Professor X is freaking awesome. Oh, here we go. Chris, I got the tweet from you now. Saying, swear to God, I'll get this right one day. Let's see. Aha! There was just no at me. Okay. Okay, well, this is an old one. Alright, let's see. Update after 5 months. Oh, dude, let's check out the update here. Actually, let's go back. Excuse me, let's go back to the original. So what do we have here? These are all your 6 stars. Okay. And let's see, I want to look at the 6 stars first. That Silver Surfer was not right, dude. Silver Surfer's PI is basically doubled. Holy moly. Nice though, dude. It's looking good. It's looking real good. Dang, man. Speaking of Professor X, I spy Professor X over here. Is there... oh, no, okay. But dude, yeah, that's awesome, man. Your account's looking pretty darn nice. Hold on, one more check. Okay, never mind. Yeah, dude, very nice, very nice. Good stuff. The progress is real. Not private, just an idiot. It's all right, man. Mistakes happen. Just forgot to tag. It's all good. But yeah, dude, thank you again for the 550 Canadian bucks. Bunch of loonies and toonies in there. Thank you, dude. Bushido Brown sending over £1, saying, BG, I think my vacuum cleaner is a spy. Been gathering dirt on me for ages. Okay. You know, I showed up early. Not so that you could tell these awful jokes. Go take a lap, Bushido Brown. Boo, dude. Boo, man. Oh, that was your Thronebreaker champ, Chris? Nice, dude. Very nice. GG, what do you think about Mr. Negative? I think he's pretty cool and fun to play. I'm not a fan. I'm honestly not a fan. There's a few fans in my alliance of Mr. Negative, though, so that's just a personal preference thing, I'm sure. I'm just not as interested. I only barely tested him because part of it's visual. I'm not a fan of the animations for him and stuff. But aside from that, I also wasn't sure where I would actually use the champ with the champs that I already have, so. What up, BG? Sorry I'm late. I mean, you're only 2 minutes later than when I was supposed to start. Need opinions now. Okay, take it easy. Just opened a 4-star Nexus, and I have to pick between Red Hulk, the good version of Storm, and Spider-Ham. Who do I pick? By the way, just got a 4-star Bishop. Nice. Okay. This is a little bit tough, actually. I would say it's between the two Science Champions, personally. Normally, I would say Spider-Ham is actually better than Red Hulk. It's situational. Alright, so the veterans out there, don't be mad because I said that. But normally I would say Spider-Ham, I personally find to be a little bit stronger. Thing is, though, Red Hulk is so nice and so easy to play. He's just so straightforward. He's got poison immunity. He's got some incinerate stuffs going on. Oh, Doom, no! Yeah, I would say it's between those two. I think it's kind of a toss-up. I could see it going either way. I don't think that it's going to matter too much one way or another. We're talking about like a small difference in overall strength between those two champs. The other nice thing about Red Hulk is that he's a bit tankier than Spider-Ham, but Spider-Ham, he's going to be able to dish out that damage more quickly. So yeah, personal preference based on if you're looking for a little bit faster damage with Spider-Ham or a little bit more tanky with Red Hulk. But that's what I would do. Ooh, we're getting the Rob Von raid. Thanks for the raid, dude. Saying, yo, BG, what was the most interesting bit of MCOC news from the last couple weeks? Last couple weeks? I guess the thing that I found most interesting was just the extreme, in my opinion, extreme buff to King Groot. I really thought he was just going to get like some little value tweak that, because he is such a tank, they were just going to increase his damage slightly. And that's pretty much it. And it turns out, man, like I really think that dude's going to be very strong. He's still not going to be for everybody, but I would say that's the most interesting bit of news. Took Odin and Mephisto to 565 today. One is good, one is not. Can you guess which is which? No. I mean, I like Odin more than I like Mephisto, but Mephisto's not necessarily a bad champion. So I'm not even sure which one you're referring to. Maybe you don't like Odin. Bushido Brown sending over another pound. Thank you, dude. Saying, what do you call a medieval spy? Surveillance. Okay. Why should you bring your own cup? Dude, multiple jokes? Why should you bring your own cup to a spy party? Because the other cups are chipped. Two spy jokes? Oh my god. Somebody get this guy. Bushido Brown. 4 laps for that, dude. That is 4 laps. 2 terrible jokes in a row. Plus, I'm pretty sure you didn't take the lap from earlier. Otherwise, that was very fast, which means that's a penalty lap. You owe 4 laps, dude. Ah, boo, man. Which of the class Nexus for Summer of Pain would you choose in a vacuum? The mutant. There's just such an insane number of strong mutant champions. Hard to go wrong. How do I Ghost? Just took her up. Ghost is going to be a little bit hard to explain without a proper video. You want to play around her phases. Not phases as in she has multiple, just her phase mechanic, where instead of finding your openings through something like a parry, you just dash back, let the opponent dash at you, and in between their attacks, essentially, is when you attack. But yeah, you should definitely check out a video to see exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to Ghost. Is Namor 5-star without awakening worth building? In most cases I would say no. However, Namor, if he's like your first 5-star or one of your first 5 stars, I would say he's still worth ranking up. Towards the end game, like end game players normally use Namor for his awaken ability, but he still has very strong damage without being awakened. So yeah, if you're just looking for someone, if you're not at the stage where you're facing a lot of kind of weird matchups, you're just going through maybe like Act 4, Act 5, something like that, Namor's actually still pretty strong for it. Unawakened, that is. You live in the US? I do. I live in the Seattle, Washington area. Middle fingers, ending over 5. Middle finger, thank you very much, saying sup, players. Took Longshot and Ghost up. So far, I have rank up Remorse. Help. Oh no. Oh no. For both of them? Oof. Longshot, Alright, well, actually, let's start with Ghost. Because Ghost really is the type of champion that she takes some time to get used to. She is very strong, especially if you have the Suicide Masteries. If you don't have the Suicide Masteries, well, there's champions that can dish out Ghost levels of damage without the unique playstyle. But no matter what, Ghost is going to be one of those champs that some people like and some people don't. So I do recommend giving it more time before you decide how you feel. But yeah, that's just kind of the way Ghost is. It goes for any of the like really unique fighters. As far as Longshot goes, Longshot's really only great in situations where there's lots of buffs. And if you're not fighting opponents with lots of buffs, then yeah, I could see that rank up Remorse. He's a champ that, like, in my big Longshot origins and review video, I basically said, you know, if you already have champs that deal with lots of buffs, like, you know, Ronin, for example, that can just stun lock the opponent, it is a little bit harder to enjoy a champ like Longshot. I don't know how much that helps. That's just kind of my thoughts on the champs. But yeah, I would definitely give more time with Ghost, and you're not going to use Longshot everywhere. But you can certainly have a lot of fun with the champion in the right situations. Just set him aside for when the time is right, I think. Just got me with the super chat after answering my question first. I tried to answer your first question, yeah, before the super chat came in. But yeah, that's what I'd say about those champs, man. Hobbit with the hashtag touch your belly button to your butt raid. What is that message? How does that even happen? How does that work? Wait, I think I'm doing it. But what's up? What's up, Hobbit and Hobbit Raiders? What's up, Glory? What's up, Pixie Bell? Kai said an over 5. Kai, thank you, dude. Saying update, killed the final boss in the game and got yelled at by my parents for screaming too loud with celebration. What's up, BG? Oh man, dude. Well, sometimes you just gotta celebrate, man. Damn the consequences. Pretty funny. Dude, he sent over 2 actually. Another 5 saying, in addition to this, I have to beat him maybe 5 more times, so I'm in pain. Oh, geez, really? Well, first was the worst, probably, right? So, you're probably good. I believe in you. The next 5 times, easy mode. Totally easy mode. But Kai, dude, thank you very much for the 10. Hey guys, which science champs apart from Spider-Ham and Yellowjacket apply power stings? The synergy. Do you need it just for like the event quest or something? Or for what's it called? For like some quest in Act 7 that has those particular nodes. I think there's some in Act 6 as well. Anyway, the synergy with Mr. Fantastic will give you some, and then you could use a bunch of different science champions. Usually like Mr. Fantastic and She-Hulk is a great pairing together for something like that. Highly recommended. BG, do you like Infinity Man? In my opinion, I don't really like him sometimes because the fights take too long. Infinity Man, he's kind of cool, but I agree. I never really find myself playing the champion because in addition to the fights taking a long time to get through, just like trying to ramp up his damage is not the easiest thing in the world. The payoff just isn't really worth it a lot of the times. Yep, Path in Act 7. Awesome, thanks, BGA. I have Mr. F ranked. Jack. Alright, perfect, dude. Yeah. That's what you want to do. Hope it's your own belly button, because if it's someone else's... That's true, but that's a lot easier at the same time. Andrew Pelzel. Andrew, I hope I didn't mess up your last name. But thank you very much for the 2 saying... Sorry, give me one sec. Last, please. Sure. Hang on. I gotta hop into AQ in just a moment as well. Let's see. Hey, everyone. Just pulled my first 5 stars today. All right. And it was Yellowjacket. All right. Should I bother sending him to rank 2 or hold off until I pull a better champion? So Yellowjacket's an interesting one. He's certainly not terrible. But he was one of the champs that got buffed and was kind of like... people were hoping his buff was stronger, you know what I mean? So... Here's what I would say. Actually, let me ask you this. What are your other science champions that are ranked up? I'm going to try to watch for your... Oh, nailed the name, by the way. Awesome. I'm gonna watch for a follow-up message from you. But like, what are your 4-star science champions that are ranked up, if you have any? Because if you don't have any, then I would say, yeah, it can be worth ranking up Yellowjacket. He's good enough that if you just take him to rank 2, like I wouldn't say take him higher than rank 2 whenever you got the opportunity. Don't worry about taking him beyond that point. He'll just be like a temporary kind of stepping stone into your progress journey, you know. But if you already have some good science champs ranked up, if you already have, you know, like Torch, Red Hulk, Spider-Ham, Void, maybe some others, it wouldn't be necessary to even rank up that Yellowjacket. And then he's just going to be kind of, you know, some arena fodder for you. Oh wait, my bad, rank 4. Oh, hold on. Oh, I see. Okay. I have a 4-star rank 3, or okay, so it's rank 4 Cap Infinity War. Okay. You're probably just good with that Cap, I would say. Cap is definitely one of those stronger champions. If you had... I had to think about it, because if you had 2 of those champs, then it'd be like, oh... Like, for sure don't rank him, but with just 1, still might be some room for Yellowjacket. But no, I probably wouldn't do it. I'd probably just save the resources. And if you were looking to rank up a science champion further, like, just rank up that Cap to... rank 5 even, you know? But yeah, that's what I would say. I wouldn't bother ranking him up. Because you don't really need, like... You don't need a lot of the same class type early on in the game. That's the other thing. But anyway, still not a terrible pull. You might even still get some use out of that champ at rank 1, to be totally honest. But all right, Jack, dude, Jack sending over 20 of them Australian bucks. Is there? Oh man, no message. That was I guess just the other messages about Mr. Fantastic and all that. Well, Jack, dude, thank you so much. Way too generous, man. Thank you very much. Pug Police with that membership. Just saying, banana ran out. It's been re-upped. Pug Police, thank you, dude. Appreciate the continued support, man. Thomas Eubanks sending over 5, saying just rank 5, my 5-star Shang-Chi, SIG 200. Dude, what a rank up. Also asking, how do you like Shang-Chi? I think he's awesome. I don't have a high level version of him. But believe it or not, level up event was on today. And I was actually ranking up my 4-star version of the champ. The proof will be in the mass rank up video in a week and a bit here. I didn't rank him up all the way, but I did give him a little bit of love. But yeah, man, that's a beast of a champ. SIG 200 as well. Dang, dude. Quite strong. Quite strong. All right, let's actually hop into AQ. Oh, yeah, AQ. Let's do it. Level up is still on. Now pair with tech advancement. Are you kidding me? I'm so mad right now. Really? Oh my god. You see this score? Almost all of it. I leveled up Shang-Chi just a little bit. Just I wanted to pad the score a little bit. Get rid of some catalyst in the overflow. Every other piece of that score was from tech champions, though. Like 90,000 of that score, all tech champions. I'm pissed, dude. Damn it, man. All those extra points I just missed out on. No. Alright, well, whatever. It happens, I guess. Give me just one sec. Sorry, BG. It's not your fault, Scarco. Alright, anyway. Let's use Colossus for this fight. Dragon sending over a buck. Dragon, thank you very much. Let's see if I could find your message. Oh, here it is. I found it. GG, I think I've been possessed by a productivity monster. Hey, if you're gonna get possessed by a monster, that's not a terrible one to get possessed by. Not only have I completed or completely finished Cav this month, nice. I went and finished Variant 2. I had 4 chapters left. You had 4 quests left, and you did that all, and all the side quests. Now Variant 7. Holy moly, Dragon, you weren't kidding. I didn't know what you were gonna say when you said productivity monster, but that's a lot of content. I need to be doing the exact same thing myself because I have all these energy refills. But ask your monster friend if I can borrow him for a moment. Because damn, killing it, Dragon, killing it. Yeah, actually. Well, I'll check after this fight. I want to go check the overflow, see how many days are left on the energy refills. Biohazard. Trying to kill some tier 2 alpha and tier 5 basic from July 4th. Oh yeah, all that stuff's about to expire, huh? It's coming down to it at least. No! Oh, come on, man. I'm trying to read a message here, Green Goblin. 6 stars I can take to rank 3. Shang-Chi unduped, Hitmonkey duped, Annihilus, and Hulkbuster duped, Rolk unduped. Yeah, I would say that Shang-Chi's looking pretty good to me. That's probably who I'd be going with. Oh, he wasn't done. I thought I dexed the final blast of that. Turns out, no, I didn't. Dang, I forgot there's one more fight that I bring Colossus for in here. I'm taking a lot of damage. Should have maybe held for a special 3 there, not taking that recoil. At least I was getting a pretty good amount of willpower healing from tanking that that pumpkin. Come on, friend. Come on, friend. Dude, maybe I'll just parry him down. Yeah, you're taking some damage there, pal. Did we go for it? It'll kill him, right? Yeah, okay, good. A little scary, but we're good. Wait, Blizzard sent an over 5 saying there's more BG? There were more champions? Hold on. Oh, I see. Okay, red and white mags, unduped, IBOM unduped, trying to focus on Summer of Pain stuff. Well, Summer of Pain, we don't know what's coming for the rest of it, other than there's probably going to be an Emma, since there was, if you look at the thumbnail, there's a Venom in there, there's a Mysterio in there, and there's an Emma, and we've already fought 2 out of those 3. But other than that, I don't think there's much we can predict for Summer of Pain. Alliance 4 defense, future endgame content. Okay. Already have all these champs rank 5 and duped Sig 200. Well, I don't know how much it matters then, if you already have all those champs ranked up. I think Magneto is always good to have even duplicates of. Personally, like, I don't know. If you need to take him to... Well, I mean, he's not defense, though. You're saying Alliance War defense, not Alliance War offense. I don't know, like, does your alliance do defender diversity? Because if you do, and you guys don't already have like a Hulkbuster or a Hitmonkey, those are the better defenders. Annihilus isn't bad either. One of those 3. But personally, just for future content, I would want to go with Shang-Chi or the Magnetos, one of those. But yeah, there's not much I could really help you with, because this is all kind of like unknown stuff, and you already have all these champs. So, pick a champ. Which one do you like the most that you already have at rank 5? Start investing for the future. For whenever you could take them to rank 4. And yeah, I'd say Magneto is like the most OP of the bunch. So, you can never really go wrong with Magneto if you're not sure what else to do. King sent over 2 saying Twitter please and thank you. King, what do we got? Initial cleared, variants 4, 6, and 7. Roster looks pretty good now. Question is, what next and who to rank? I would say continue with the variants. So variant 5 is missing here, of course. Which is... Yeah, that's the Mystic one, right? Yeah, it's the Mystic one. You've got Doom ranked up, which is great. Stealth is not too highly ranked, but he might be able to help out a little bit. Yeah, actually, maybe wait on that variant for after like Miles gets buffed or something like that, because I don't know, right now your Mystic and Symbiote roster, it's not looking that strong. You do have some Mystic 6 stars, but they're not like highly ranked or anything like that. So actually, I'd recommend going the tech variant instead. Take Ghost along, possibly rank up Ultron. Or actually, here's what you could do. You could use Ghost. You could rank up Stark Spidey. He can stun lock in that variant. Pair him alongside Miles Morales and some other tech champions. You could stun lock with his special one. And then after you do the tech variant, you'll have another Spidey ranked up to go alongside Doctor Doom for the Mystic variant. So I'd recommend doing that personally. If you don't feel like ranking up Stark Spidey for whatever reason, that's totally fine. You could just go Ultron as well. I only say Stark Spidey because, again, he could stun lock, and he also will help out in variant 5 as well. But yeah, that's what I'd recommend doing. Static sent it over too as well, saying, tweet, sir, need advice. Static, let me see where you're at. BG pulled some calves to warm up for when Herc comes back. Warming up, alright. And I pulled this loser, she ain't any good. First off, how dare you? How dare you call Angela a loser? Angela's freaking awesome, and you know it. You already damn well know it, I'm sure. Bastard. No, I love Angela, man. So strong. So strong. Congrats, dude. Pretty sure you're already aware, but I'll say it for the people that may not know. I've posted a bunch of Angela videos, so in case you guys want a little refresher, why Angela's so good, post buff, I've got the breakdowns of how her healing works and why she's even better with suicides than without. Just showing off some of her other things too. I still need to do the incursions run with Angela. That's the one thing that I haven't done. No thanks, I'm good, BG. Alright, well, fine, Pixie Belle, fine. But yeah, I still have to do the incursion run with her. Damn, dude, there's just so much to do right now. I never even checked on those energy refills. Let me go see when those are expiring. Speaking of Angela, BG, holy crap, you weren't kidding how she was the secret of all the Cav content this month. Took her in, Heimdall guillotine, and just utterly wrecked all of it. Yeah. She destroys the cosmic. Big time. Let me see these energy refills. Joey, thank you for the 2 as well, by the way. I'm gonna read your message in just a moment. Alright, let me claim some of this stuff real quick. Good enough. Let's see. Alright, we've got 7 days left. 5, 12, 19, 24, 25 if we count this one. Oh man, so much energy. There is such a thing as too much energy, guys. I need lots of quests that require 3 energy per move that don't take very long to do. That's what I need right now. Joey sending over too, though. Thank you, dude. Saying, BG, I need to rank up a tech champ so cats don't expire. 6-star guillotine 299 or 6-star Ultron, both unduped, or 5-star Hulkbuster to rank 5. I've only done initial clears of variants. I like guillotine the most out of those. Although I think all 3 are solid rank ups. The funny thing is, I don't know. I like having guillotine at my disposal. But when it comes to actually using the champion, if I was going to be using the champion regularly, then maybe I wouldn't like guillotine the most, because she does have that somewhat annoying ramp up. That, you have to finish the fight with the special 3. But the thing is, like, she doesn't land critical hits, which is so important for some, key matchups, like against Sinister or just other nodes where you don't want to be landing critical hits. The Rage node, she's good at handling that, So, just in terms of, like, uniqueness, I do like having Guillotine ranked up, but if I was just going to be using one of those champions just on a regular day-to-day basis, if you're looking for someone to pump resources in and actually use, I'd probably say Ultron. Hulkbuster really isn't bad either, but I would probably give it to the Ultron. Actually, one note about Hulkbuster real quick before I toss him aside. He has been pretty useful in some of the Cavalier monthlies. Some of the tech Cavalier monthlies, because you need shock or something like that. Is the way you build up his damage, and actually is pretty good for that. So if you're looking for someone to help speed up the Cavalier monthlies, you go Hulkbuster. If you're looking just to use the champion outside of Cavalier monthly and don't want to deal with Guillotine's ramp up, I'd say Ultron. And if you're not going to really be using any of these champions in the near future and you're just dumping some extra resources, because like you said, so that the cats don't expire, then I'd probably say Guillotine just for the like the times that you need that unique utility. I was kind of leaning Ultron. Don't like playing Guillotine that much, to be honest. Fair enough, dude. Yeah, it's kind of close between those champs, but that's the way I would lay it out. So, yeah, follow your gut then, man. If you don't like playing Guillotine, there's never been a time where I was like, oh God, what am I gonna do if I didn't have Guillotine? There have been times where like I'm happy I had the champion. She's been useful. She has been the best choice for certain things, but it's rare. And all of those times, it's like, I would have made it through with somebody else anyway. It's just, she was the best, you know. But yeah, that's how I describe those champs. Diestreen, probably messed up your name, like I always do. Send over 3. Thank you, dude. Saying, which 5 stars should I max out, Doom or Namor? Doom. Namor's a beast, but Doom is from another planet, dude. This guy's ridiculous. He's too powerful for this game, but he's here, so might as well rank him up, take advantage. And yeah, I would say Doom all the way, dude. Rex Kramer sending over a loony saying, with incursions and the Odin synergy, if you sub Angela in at the end, do you get credit for all of the previous fights the team has won? I don't know. I've never been able to test it. I would think no, because I would think that team fights one thing is only being tracked once the synergy is active. But I could be wrong, and maybe it is just being tracked under the hood the whole time. It's possible that you could take advantage of that synergy in that way. That'd be really strong if you're able to do that, because the way her healing works, you can swap her in at like no health left, and then if you have the additional healing, the I don't know, 150% additional healing from going through 10 rooms, yeah, that could be pretty strong. That said, Angela is just so strong anyway that I'd probably want her there from the start, but yeah, we'd have to test that one out. But interesting idea. Steve Alex sent it over the 2 saying one more tweet. Okay, let's see. And here's the last 3 for tonight. Ooh, okay. The 6-star Nexus, let's see. Okay. Really curious what you do here, actually. Might seem obvious, but okay. The reason why I was kind of questioning this is I've heard from some people that they actually prefer Longshot unawakened. So I was curious if you were gonna avoid awakening him or something like that. I probably would have awakened him too. I think I would have. 99% sure I would have. But yeah. There was a recent discussion about Longshot that I was just kind of reading between a couple people who were saying, like, you know, they prefer Longshot Unawakened. Just because there's more buffs on the opponent without the nullify. But nice, dude. Anytime you can get a 6-star freaking Nexus out of a Cav, you know it's a good Cav. I'm gonna mess up your name. Can I just say T Horizon? Maybe I'll say T Horizon so I don't mispronounce your name there. Send it over to, thank you, dude, just saying Unzo. That's it. The Unzo. Dude, thank you very much for the 2. I'll make sure Unzo gets it. Before anyone asks, yes, I would love to do another new account challenge. No, it's not going to be this month. I need to wait for the right month to do it. I need the right side quest and all that. But I would love to do another new account challenge. I'd love to do many more new account challenges. Some of the most fun I have in this game. Superman sending over $1 thank you, dude. Saying BG opened a 6-star and it landed in the middle for Dragon. Right beside him was Mole Man and Dr. Doom, who I don't have even as a 5-star. Sad times. Dude, you got Dragon Man though? That is not sad times. Unless I'm misunderstanding here. Because, okay, yeah, you did say Dragon Man. Dude, Dragon Man's a great pull. Yeah, I would have preferred that Doom, of course. But honestly, Dragon Man is so good. Can't be mad at that, dude. That's still a great pull. Very nice, dude. Very, very nice. I know any creator really good with Tigra. Just brought her to rank 3 6-star. I want to get better with her. I know MSD has played Tigra. I don't know if he has videos on Tigra or not. Man, I'm blanking on the names. I know there are some people that play Tigra though, so you should be able to find videos, but I unfortunately don't have a name to give you. We need another video like you did with Longshot Origins. I'm working on one that's gonna be high quality. It's not gonna be like that video at all, sadly. But hopefully it'll be entertaining in a different kind of way. The Longshot video, I would love to do more of those, but that video took 70 hours to make. Maybe, I've been saying this for a while too, but maybe when I get a new computer, it can be a little bit more manageable to make that video. It'll be a little bit more fun. Maybe. These videos are still brutal to make, man. I wish I could do them more frequently. BG, I promised I would repeatedly ask who to use my skill 3 or 4 gem on. Mole Man, Kingpin, Falcon, or Crossbones. Stealth Spidey. Just kidding. Kingpin. I love Kingpin. Your streams are like 70 hours, BG? Yeah, but 70 hours of fun. Not 70 hours of trying to make sure these little edits all line up the right way. You know, I saw a what's it called? I saw a video of, I don't remember what was in the video. Oh, you know what it was? It was like a YouTuber, like top 10 most common question type of video kind of thing. It was on, oh god, what are the letters? MKB HD. I would just say Marquez. But anyway, it was on that channel. And I was surprised to see that, like, he showed at one point that, like, the #1 most wanted job was like a YouTuber. Like, that's what people wanted to do or something. And I was just thinking, man, like, if people knew how bad it sucked editing videos, I bet you a lot of people wouldn't want that. editing videos, man, it sucks. The rest of it's so fun that it's worth it. But anyway. Madrox Multi sent it over bucks saying, BG, I pulled a 5 and 6 star OG Black Widow from Cavs. Do they buff champs who aren't available in most crystals? Please? Dude, congrats on the polls first off. I'm really curious what Kabam's gonna do with that, because we're now seeing these champions, like, we're seeing Black Widow in the arena. Editing videos really does suck. There we go, Hobbit. We're now seeing Black Widow in the arena, right? I wonder if Kabam is do you guys ever think they're just gonna, like, lump the rest of the champions that were not included in the 5-star? If they're just gonna put it, because it almost makes sense at this point, if they're gonna be buffing champions, to eventually buff the exclusive ones. I would say 6-star is more likely to see a return, because we have already seen champs that were not available as 5-stars be re-released as 6-stars. I mean, they did a poll that included Joe Fixit, right? So I think at some point we could see a buffer, yeah. Definitely. Anytime soon, though? I don't know. Do not know. Your streams actually make me want to play Arena. If it wasn't for your streams, I wouldn't do it at all. Dude, it's a lot more fun doing it together, right? Arena grinding, that is. Other things too, maybe, but we're gonna keep it family friendly. Thor needs a buff too. Dude, I really want to see a new Thor, but yeah, I agree. He could also just use a bit of a buff. All the exclusive champs or whatever. BG, I have a 565 Sig 100 Dragon Man. Still don't know how he works. I bring him to fights and he kills things, but yeah. Hey man, I've got champs like that. Where I don't know how they work. I don't have a ranked up Dragon Man to even tell you. You're gonna know more about Dragon Man than I do. I could fight Dragon Man. I know his abilities well enough because I've had to fight him so much. But like offensively, don't know how he works. I just know you gotta block him to turn off his power gain, or, you know, like block his special. Or stun him. But he's usually on stun immune nodes. Tweet if you can, my man. Xpred. Let me see. What do we got here? It's been a while since you last seen my account, but now I'm no longer uncollected. I'm now Cavalier. Congrats, dude. So do you have advice for what my next move should be? And rank up advice, thanks. The variants, the back issues. That's where you want to put your focus on until you've gone through, you know, at least a single clear of as many of them as you possibly can. Variant, don't worry about variant 1 or variant 2 for that matter. Try to do the rest of them. The variants, by the way, if you're not familiar, they kind of go in reverse order. Variant 1 is like all the way to the right when you scroll over. The newest ones are on the left side. But yeah, like the left 5 be pretty good to do. As far as who to rank up, well, you've got some villains here, so I would maybe start with the villain variant. Don't know if you necessarily need to rank anyone up for it. I was trying to see if you had someone that could assist with the villain variant and then kind of carry over that value someplace else, but don't really see anyone. Doom would have been the ideal best case scenario, because he's a villain, and then you can use him for the Mystic variant. Yeah, I would maybe just... And you have Sentinel, who's a villain, who's great for the tech variant. It's basically the Sentinel variant. But Unawakened, I'd probably just leave him at rank 1. Hey, give me 1 sec, guys. I heard a weird noise. I'm not sure who you should really rank up, but that's what you need to focus on. And all the different variants have, like, you know, different champion restrictions to them and stuff like that. But give me just 1 sec. I don't know if you guys can see. I've got something plugged in over here. I'm hearing like a little tick, 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 tick coming from that direction. I'm gonna go unplug that real quick, man. And I'm gonna hide the camera because, well, I'm butt-ass naked. So, be right back 1 sec. Okay. I'm back. I don't know what the heck that was, but a little bit scary. Wanted to turn that off before it started any issues. I don't know, man. I mean, I guess it wasn't dangerous if, like, it wasn't like an electrical sound, but still, man, just in case. Unplug that. Anyway. Hog out or log out, dude. Well, I logged out. Heard a sound, I turned around to find the thing that made the sound. That's a sweet poem. PG, what that booty do? Oh, man. PG, I'm trying to grind for a 5-star strife, but I don't think I have enough 5 stars for the grind to get to your prediction. Is there any tips for targeting a champ in the arena? There are tips, but honestly, if you're at the stage where you're able to put up even close to the amount of points to get one of these champions, then you're likely already going to know it all, because there's not a whole lot of depth to the arena strategies. It's basically run your champions as much as you possibly can. That's the gist of it. Of course, while getting on the infinite streak, you want to start your streak off before you get to that 3x multiplier with your lowest level champs. And I mean, if you're not using the infinite streak, then you need to be doing that. The solo crystals, the supreme solo crystals, they can have some very powerful arena boosts in them. Don't forget to take advantage of the arena boosts. What else is there, man? Yeah, it's pretty much just running your champions as much as you possibly can. Like, if you... Something that I do for, like, the really big grinds is I'll set timers. This way I don't forget to play the arena. They're not like I'll set an alarm. And it's not an alarm to wake me up in the middle of the night. Well, not always. Sometimes if it's a big enough grind. But it's just so that I don't have to think about the arena. Because there have been times where I'm like, ah, okay, all my champs are on cooldown for like the next 5 hours. Then 5 hours goes by. And then another hour goes by. And I'm like, oh crap, I was supposed to run my champions again. And that kind of throws off the cycles for things. So that's a good tip, but really it's just running your champs as much as possible. BG, do you think there will be an Act 7 title? Yeah. I would be shocked if there wasn't. I would feel like the only way that there's not going to be an Act 7 title is if they remove the title system. Or wait, do you mean by Act 7 do you mean like Cavalier, Uncollected, like those types of titles? I thought you just meant like because there's a title for 100%ing Act 5 and stuff. I wouldn't be totally shocked actually if there wasn't another progression title. It's the most likely that they're gonna stick it in story content, but I could also see them setting up different requirements, or even putting it in someplace else. But for the most part, it probably will be in Act 7, yeah. Number 1 tip, grind as fast as possible. Actually, yeah, that is a good tip. And I'm being serious. You do want to grind as fast as possible. So here are some tips to speed up your grind. Number 1, suicide masteries. If you don't have them unlocked, well, just know that you're at a disadvantage compared to others. And it really makes a night and day difference when it comes to arena grinding. Number 2, do not use synergies. I know some people like to sort through their champions, pull out all the synergies. Maybe they do this maneuver and try to pull in champions like this because they synergize and it gives a tiny fraction of more points. It's not worth the time. It's not worth the effort. Tip 3, I actually like to just pick the easy matchup most of the time because it is going to be the fastest matchup most of the time. Occasionally, if I'm paying attention, I might pick a different team if I see that, like, the champion on the outside is someone annoying. Like, if you see a Heimdall, you want to avoid that champ, of course. But, yeah. Those are some, speed tips, at least. Zarafa Blaze sending over a loony. Zarafa, let me see. We need a new 12.0 like update to significantly change up the meta of the game and introduce a new generation of old god trophy champs. The changes to war wouldn't be as necessary if they would nerf. Listen, I agree, but you didn't hear that from me because people get killed out here for talking like that, man. You got to be careful. Asking for nerfs, asking for 12.0 style nerfs. Dude, I've got shanked for less. No, I actually do agree though, man. I would love to see that, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think that we're ever going to see another 12.0. Which, by the way, 12.0, it was more than just nerfs. For everyone that remembers 12.0 but may not remember all of the garbage that came along with it. A lot of the issues in 12.0 just happened to be bugs. It happened to be the damage tuning, like because that's when they added diminishing returns, and like the block values were all different and out of whack. Champion nerfs were actually only a small part of what happened in 12.0, and I bet if the game didn't, it wasn't like totally changed, it would not have been received as poorly. People still would have hated it, I'm sure, because Scarlet Witch just steamrolled everything and that was taken away, and you know. But if they said, all right, forget about all the bads, like the bugs and all that stuff, if they left that out and just did the champion updates, again, people would hate it, but I actually wouldn't mind it.
Man loves beans.
I think there's a lot of champions that kind of crossed the power line. and are like too strong for the game zone good. But yeah, it doesn't matter because that's not going to happen. So we might as well just embrace it, live with it, and hope Kabam finds a way to keep the new champions interesting without nerfing the old ones. Ruddy Townsman sent an 05 saying, thanks for mentioning MKBHD. He's great, but you're greater. Oh, come on. I don't know, dude. That guy has some of the smoothest videos. He's really good. Well, hit like, you know, it's not just him. He's got like a team. It started as just him, I'm sure, but regardless, like he's the face of the channel. He's the most important part of the channel. The dude's great at what he does. As far as tech reviews and stuff like that, he's probably my favorite. But anyway, mad respect for edited videos. Anyways, please explain more why Longshot might be better unawakened. Also, anything drum related on your mind? Not really, other than there's a new Between the Buried and Me video that if you haven't seen it, I don't know if you're into metal or not. I can't remember. I do remember talking drum stuff with you in the past, but I don't remember if you were into metal and Between the Buried and Me and stuff. There's a new video out that has a few different drummers make a little cameo, and that was pretty fun to watch. So check that out. But otherwise, no new drum stuff. I was actually like drumming on my desk today, and part of it broke. I guess I was drumming too much. I don't know. You know, it, like not permanently broke, but like this handle comes out and it just like popped out from me drumming. Anyway, Longshot. Let's hold on a sec. Give me 1 sec here, guys. Let's go look up Longshot on Aunt May. Longshot, where are you, my boy? Here we go. All right, so Longshot's Awaken ability. It gives him a passive chance to nullify any buff and replace it with bad karma, which sounds great, and sometimes it is great. But also, Longshot, he works best when the opponent has lots of buffs. So I don't have a high ranked Longshot. I'm just going by what I've heard other people say. I've never really been in a situation where it's messed me up, because like I said, I just don't even have a high ranked Longshot. But yeah, like getting bad karma, like placing a bad karma, that's nice and all, but really you just want as many buffs as possible so that when you pop that special 2, the opponent takes massive amounts of the incinerate damage there. So it all depends on the buff. If it's a really nasty buff, like if it's unstoppable, you'd probably want unstoppable gone, right? I would think. I don't think you can just pop your special. Maybe you can. Maybe it gets rid of it fast enough, but I don't think so. So certain buffs you would just want to have this nullify. This works the same way as like Doctor Strange's nullify, by the way, where it just happens. I believe. Again, it's been a while since I messed with Longshot, but I think like it just kind of happens in the air. You don't need to make contact for that to happen, you know? It's just this passive thing that the buffs get nullified. But yeah, like certain buffs on the opponent, you wouldn't really want to replace a fury buff or an armor up buff or something that's not too deadly, right? You'd want to use that for damage. So but yeah, dude, Ruddy Townsman, thank you very much for the 5. gonna take a nap. These tangents put me to sleep. Lurking mode. All right, Pixie Bell. Enjoy your nap. Dragon sent over a buck as well, saying the biggest issue with 12.0 was the fact you were taking obscene damage when parrying and blocking. You were dying in a handful of blocked hits. In Labyrinth, it was so bad. That was the worst. Yes. Totally agree. Totally agree. I thought it was a bug, and apparently it wasn't a bug per se. It was a combination of two different things, I think. I'm going back quite a ways here on this. 12.0 happened like 4 years ago at this point. But two things. One, they added the diminishing returns to the game, and I think some of the calculations might have been off initially. And then two, I think Kabam did intentionally try to make things more difficult. And as to why, we can only speculate. Part of it was they were, I guess, thinking of adding an item system, right? It was technically in the game files and all that. But they said like it wasn't finalized, and we never did get that version of the items. And then two, I think they commented that like Realm of Legends wasn't supposed to be that easy. They certainly did at some point. I don't know if that was tied to 12.0 or not, but at one point in time, they were going to pull Realm of Legends from the game, saying that it was supposed to be like peak MCOC content, but eventually people outgrew it, and they felt like they should remove it, partially like to save space even when downloading the game. So yeah, the block damage was totally jacked up. It was totally off. And then we also couldn't like parry or dash back twice in a row or something, man. It was all kinds of bugged. That bug actually lasted longer than the immediate fixes. I think it was a combination. I'm pretty sure they updated the version of Unity they were using for 12.0, along with 12.0 being like this massive systems change and just all that stuff put together. I guess they just didn't have enough time to test it or something, man. I don't know. But yeah, it ended up being a pretty terrible patch, regardless of how you feel about the nerfs. I think players might be more receptive to a big nerf now than they were during 12.0. Most of the god tier champs have been around for 2 to 3 years, Ghosts, Corvus, etc. And many players have used and overused them for a long time. The community is also smart and knows how to adapt. The community is a lot smarter these days. You're right there, Hinach. Here's the thing though, man. When I think about champs that need to be nerfed, I think about some of them that just got buffed, that haven't been around nearly as long. I think Magneto is too strong. I think him shutting down a third of the game, they're gonna have to. So all right, little disclaimer once again, nothing is going to change because of this conversation. All right, I'm not asking Kabam to nerf these champions. In fact, I think at this point they the champions are so out of control. They would have to nerf so many champions that it just doesn't even make sense to nerf some champs at this point. So yeah, it's not going to happen. But just for the sake of this conversation, I think what they're going to have to do to counter Magneto is come up with the same way that they added this node to counter Quake and Ghost, where it's, what is it called again? True Sense or whatever. Where it's basically telling you, hey, play someone besides Quake and Ghost. Really, you could still play Ghost. You just can't really play her the same way you normally want to. But like, they're gonna have to start doing that stuff for Magneto, where it doesn't just affect Magneto, it affects other champions, and it just adds sentences to these nodes, right? Because that's what we got. Is like, instead of nerfing some of the OP champs, in order to make other champions look good, Kabam had to do this fancy dance and workaround where it's like, okay, you can still use Quake and Ghost. However, if you use a skill champion between the hours of 10 and 12, only on Saturdays, and you make sure that you land 4 medium attacks followed by a heavy attack, and cancel out their evade, then we're going to give you this massive damage boost. It's like, oh god, man, this is ridiculous. I don't want to read through all these notes. You know? But that's kind of what they did instead of, like, you know, changing some of the OP champs to get players to use other champs. I think it made the game worse. I think MCOC in a lot of ways has gotten better as time has gone on, but I think certain things have not gotten better. Certain parts of it. Anyway, Xavier Hansen sent over a book saying, "Hey BG, do you ever find yourself ranking characters you don't love in order to complete content?" Yeah, it happens. For example, I hate parry-heavy gameplay loops, but Red Mags and Archangel are too good. They are too good, yeah. I don't hate playing those champs, but they are damn sure quite powerful. But yeah, I didn't necessarily rank Stealthy for content, but I would have if I didn't already rank him up. I would have ranked him for the Gwynmaster fight. I haven't done it much for content purposes. You know, I almost like actually ranking champs for content purposes sometimes. The ones I that are more painful to me are Prestige, I guess, because I have ranked up Phoenix, I have ranked up, you know, Thor Ragnarok. I have ranked up some champs that yeah. But it almost makes me feel better when it's like, all right, I don't like this champion, but at least I have this purpose for them. I need to do this. Screw it, let's do it, kind of thing. So I don't know. It's it kind of goes both ways for me on that. She had sent it over Buck as well. Shed, where you at? Saying BG. I know she's not here, but you should check out Haley Miracle's tweet. Did she tag me? She did tag me. Is she not here? Let's see. Update on my 5 stars. Glorious purpose. We won't get it because you watched Loki, but it's okay. Yeah, okay. If that's from Loki. Okay. I'm not even sure which is new here. I know you've had Doom ranked up for a while. If Haley's even in here. Emma, I think's been ranked up for a while too. Kingpin might be new. I know Haley's been working on like Torch and Mags, but overall the roster is looking solid. A lot of really good 5 stars at the top of that list. Well, if Haley is not in here, shout out to her wherever she is. Agent Carmichael sending over a buck. Say, what made Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange powerful before nerf? Wasn't playing the game that much back then. Scarlet Witch could stun lock. She just had like she had a chance for random effects on critical hits, the same way that she does now, except it was like a higher chance actually. And you could basically just stun lock the opponent by doing just regular 5-hit combos. Seriously, you can see some old videos of it. And then you know how normally, like, if you're stunning the opponent a lot, you have to be careful because they're going to get to a special 3. Well, she would also completely power drain the opponent. And then she would also generate like fury and cruelty buffs on herself, and her specials would crit even harder than they do today. Because there were no diminishing returns back then, you would just use crit synergy teams so that she would have an even higher crit rate as well, so you're proccing even more of these effects. And then she also had basically infinite regen, because her regen rate, her chance to get the regen buff would be much higher too. So yeah, the opponent would just be stun locked to death, you would be at full health. Easy mode. Totally easy mode. People were using like 3-star versions of Scarlet Witch to make it through content. The same way that you'd use like 3-star Ronin to cheese content. Except they would do that with all content. You know, like it was that good. It was that good. And of course she still has this, but like she would nullify all buffs on those hits too. So yeah, there was like nothing the opponent can do. Doctor Strange was not nearly as powerful. Honestly, the only thing that was OP about Doctor Strange was his regen was really, really high because it worked based off of how much damage you dealt to the opponent. Also, there was synergies that gave you 100% block proficiency. So even if you messed up and took some damage, like you could just block and then you'd regen it all back. And yeah, but outside of that, his damage output, it was fine. Like everything else about the champion, honestly, was fine. They should have, if they were gonna tone down Doctor Strange's healing, they should have actually maybe boosted up his damage a little bit. He also gained power at a more rapid rate, Doctor Strange. I forget about that sometimes, but he would instead of over 9 seconds gaining power, it was over 7 seconds gain each bar. So 21 seconds to get to a special 3 compared to 28. It's actually quite a bit faster. Not that you necessarily want to get to special 3s, but you know, just popping those special 2s and stuff. But yeah, those were the biggest things. I might have forgotten some of the finer details somewhere in the mix there, but those are the big standout things. Static sending over 5 saying a 12.0 style nerf would kill the community spirit. It sure would, yep. Ranking materials are too hard to get, especially at 6-star level. They need to cool it on the buffs. Well, if they did a 12.0 style nerf, they would give rank down tickets, and I'm sure at this point they would figure out a way to handle it when it comes to sig stones and everything like that too. You're right though, it would kill the community spirit, which is why they're not going to do it. It'd kill the community spirit. It would get people to, you know, stop spending, which of course is bad for bad for Kabam. And honestly, if it's bad for Kabam, then that in the long run it ends up being bad for us too, because, well, less money means less development and all that. So it's not going to happen. There's not going to be a 12.0 style nerf. But just talking about the what ifs possibility. But yeah, the buffs, man, like the buffs are exciting and they're fun. It's just certain buffs, man, they like go too far, and in my opinion just kind of amplify the problem that already existed with champs like Quake and Ghost. It's like, how do you solve the problem of Quake and Ghost? Because they tower above other champions, do you just bring other champions up to their level, so now that things are even? And it's like, okay, that balances the champions, but what about the content? Part of the problem with Quake and Ghost is they towered above like content too, you know. So if you just bring every champion that's like above the balance of the content, then the game becomes too easy. I don't know, man, it's such a weird thing. So yeah, in my opinion, buffs were fun, but it has another effect on the game. Has a potentially disastrous effect on the game. I'm sure Kabam will figure something out. They always do. And for now, we'll just have fun with it. But yeah. Anyway, Brakovic, Senator 5 saying, I think the buffs are more pro Kabam than we think. Think about it. New players have to deal with harder champs that were becoming stale or too easy. I disagree. Like, it is more annoying to fight certain champions now, yes. But I think the rate of, like, I think our power level compared to the content, even with the buff champions, I think it's far more lopsided, like in the favor of the player. Again, just using Magneto as an example, even when the champions that get buffed, when they have all these abilities, who cares? Because you just turn them all off anyway. You just disable those abilities. And not every champion can do that, of course. So yeah, you might say like, oh, but a new player doesn't have Magneto, which is true. But there's still other examples of this. Like, how many champions have got buffed in the way of healing? That like these champions, they just couldn't heal before, or maybe they could heal with someone like King Groot, but they were painful to use, so people didn't use them, didn't invest in them, and now they're actually good, or they will be actually like really strong in a what, 10 days from now or something like that. Like, I think it's easier to get through content now than ever with these champs, is what I'm getting at. Which is kind of standard in a lot of games, by the way. This is not a Kabam. This is not necessarily an issue with Kabam. It's an issue with all games where there's this level of power creep. But I feel like all the buffs have kind of sped up that process, which you don't necessarily want. But anyway, Ruddy Townsman sending over 10 saying, thanks for such a thorough response. I appreciate my unawakened rank 2 6-star Longshot more now. Nice. Also, I've played poorly prequel to the sequel by Between the Buried and Me on Rock Band for years, but never looked into them very much. PS are still great. Well, thank you, dude. Prequel to the sequel, yeah. I know that song. A buddy of mine, I remember asking him one time, actually. I was like looking for new songs to play. And I was like, dude, if you could just pick one song that you think would be really cool, like what song should I learn? And that was his response. Was that very song. And neither of us play Rock Band. He just really likes that song. But yeah. Dude, thank you so much for the additional 10. Super generous of you, man. Thank you very much. Nowadays, buff champs are getting stronger kits than brand new releases. Yeah, the Overseer was terrible. Psycho Man is such a letdown. And Scroll 2. Maybe they're diverging their developers improperly. Well, I mean, it's hit or miss with the new champs. Not always total to miss either. It's like, because I wouldn't say Overseer is terrible. That might be a little bit much. Psycho Man definitely is a letdown. Scroll definitely is too, yeah. But like, it is weird to me that some of the buff champions, it's not just that they're as good as the new champs coming out, it's that they're like, yeah, better than the new champs coming out, and not just by a small amount. Sometimes the champs that get buffed, they're way better than some of these new release champs. It kind of bothers me, man. It kind of bothers me that it's like, okay, Purgatory, for example. Why is Diablo so much better than Purgatory? Like, do you know how hard it is to get these new champions? How lucky you have to be to get one of these new champions out of like the early access bundles? And then how disappointing it is, like that excitement, that immediate rush where you're like, holy crap, I actually got a brand new 6-star to the game. No one else in my alliance has this champion. No one, like, dude, you should be on cloud 9, and you probably are until you watch a video real quick and you're like, oh. Wait, everybody's disappointed with this champion. Oh. This kind of sucks. It is definitely weird. At the same time, like, what's the alternative? Is every new champion supposed to be good? Is part of the game figuring out which champions are good and which champions are not good, and kind of navigating this game of, you know, determining all that? it's so strange, man. In almost every single scenario, it's like, as the developer, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, you know? Because as the player, like, we want it all. We want there to still be that element of, no, you need to figure it out. Which champs are good, which champs are not good. But at the same time, I want every champ to be good, because why are you going to spend time releasing a champ that sucks only to buff them later or something like that? Like, I don't know. I don't think it helps Kabam financially. Like, I don't think that's a reason why champs get released this way. Unless I'm just not seeing it. Unless Kabam is pulling some crazy big brain plays. But the way I see it is like that, like the initial release, I have to believe, is when Kabam makes the most money off of a champion. And if a champion's good, like I mean, they must have made more money off of Hercules crystals than they did Overseer crystals, you know? And it's not because Hercules like, I mean, Overseer is Maestro, right? Pretty iconic, especially for MCOC. Hercules might be a fan favorite too if people voted for him and everything, but like they could have just made Overseer even stronger, and people would have went just as nuts for him, right? If like their abilities were swapped, they would have made more money off of the Overseer crystals than the Hercules ones, right? Champs are too OP, too underwhelming. We don't seem to talk about champs that are just right and we're all happy. You're right, and I think it's because they get overshadowed by the champs that are too OP. Because there's a lot of champs that I'm just like that I am totally happy with, that are, in my opinion, totally balanced. At least relative to this game, I guess, where it is today. Like Venom. I think Venom is a great example of a champion that's balanced. He has strong utility, but he's lacking some of the most basic utility in the way of like immunities, you know? So the only thing you need to do to say, all right, we're gonna put a Spider-Verse champion here, but we don't want you to use Venom. Okay, bleed or poison or, you know, any element, because he doesn't have immunities to any of it. But he's such a complete character in other ways. He makes so much sense in other ways, and it just feels balanced. All right, Steatics and Innova saying, I'm worried how they're going to balance the game around relics now. With all these super strong champs. Hercules with a relic. I agree, dude. I brought this up before too. For the longest time, I wanted to see an item system in MCOC. I think it made a lot more sense to introduce items before they started piling on these super long descriptions for champions and started, you know, throwing every ability their way. Part of what makes items interesting, and you can see this like going back to my original item system idea video that I posted years ago. I was saying like this is how you make the bad characters good. This is how you give the characters that are lacking utility some form of utility, or just bring up their power levels in some other way. But if you already like, all right, so like one of the examples I gave back then, I think was Kamala Khan. What does Kamala Khan have going for her? She's poison immune. She gains some furies, and she could technically like nullify with those furies, but I wouldn't call her like a nullify champion. Right? Like that's pretty much it. So if you added an ability through like an item or relic or whatever you want to call it, right? Like there's room for that. But now you've got champions that have like several immunities. You look at someone like Thing, right? He's got like 14 immunities in his kit. You know what? Let's go. I'm going to pull him up right now. And there's more OP champions than Thing, but still, let's use him just as an example. And every champion that came out after this guy has gotten like even more abilities. But like even just his awaken ability alone, the description there is longer than some of the old champions in this game. But all right, he's immune to bleed, shock, armor break, armor shatter, nullify, stagger, fate seal. 7 immunities right there. In addition to gaining furies, going unstoppable. Like what? I mean, what do you add to this guy? He's complete. You can't add an item to this guy. Because he already has everything. What do you add to Ghost? What do you add to Magneto? What do you add to these guys, man? They already have it all. There is always, like, technically there is always something to add, right? If you really wanted to. But I'm saying, like, is it necessary to? Hell no, it's not necessary to. If they added these systems like years ago, I feel like it would have been a much more interesting addition to the game. And then just tone back the baseline abilities of all these characters, all these new characters. But you can't take them away now. You know what I mean? Like, this is something that would have had to have taken place years ago. But instead, they just added all these characters. They just kept throwing more and more and more into the base kits of these champs. There's a super chat here from hello there. I'm General Kenobi and I have the high ground. So yeah. I didn't know YouTube allowed names that long. Holy moly, dude. Thank you very much for the 20 rupees saying Twitter BG. The 40 letter guy. I'm my old name. Okay, let me see. See if I can find you. Is it this, I guess? Because I see the 40 letter guy. Been a long time since I took this, but hey, better late than never. YouTube ID, the 40 letter guy. Okay. What am I looking at? I see me. This was, yeah, when I posted it 2 hours ago, so this must be old. Am I supposed to be looking at something else on this? I do see some other videos. I don't know what else I'm supposed to be looking at here. You'll have to clue me in if I'm missing something. But thank you very much for the 20 rupees, dude. Superman sending over Buck saying, okay, BG, I love Dragon Man. He's immortal. But hold on. I also have Sorcerer Supreme 6-star, but I have her rank 5 Sig 200. Should I pull the trigger on Dragon Man rank 2? I also have Diablo 6-star Awakened. What to do? Honestly, if that Diablo, if you run Suicides, I would go with Diablo first, and then like Dragon Man would be a runner-up if you just didn't like Diablo for whatever reason. If you don't run Suicides, what would I do if you don't run Suicides? I mean, if you're gonna stop at rank 2 for now, then there's no point in investing in Sorcerer Supreme any further, because yeah, your 565 is gonna be better. Eventually, if you're gonna take the champ up to rank 3, then I would just go with Sorcerer Supreme if you're not running Suicides. I think she's so strong. But yeah, if you do run Suicides, then Diablo first, Dragon Man second, in my opinion. If you don't run Suicides and you're not looking to take the champion to rank 3, I'm not sure who I would go with first, Dragon Man or Diablo. They're both quite different from one another. I guess I don't have as much experience with Dragon Man, is I guess why I'm hesitating to tell you too. So you might want to get a second opinion in that situation. If, like I said, you're not running Suicides and you're only looking to take the champ to rank 2, it wouldn't be Sorcerer Supreme. It would be Dragon Man or Diablo. And am kind of biased in favoring Diablo only because I haven't really played Dragon Man as much. That's what I would do. And if you do run suicides, then it's much easier, in my opinion. You just go Diablo, and that's it. He's so strong with suicide masteries that there'd be no other answer. No other alternative. He's too good. So, yeah. But, if you don't run suicides, tough call, in my opinion. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it, dude. Thank you very much. With a buck. Dragons sending over another buck as well. Say another example of a really well done buff, Colossus, taken from absolute mediocrity to excellent, but not ridiculously overpowered for every type of content. I actually disagree a little bit there, Dragon. I don't think Colossus is like totally game-breaking overpowered, but I actually think he's stronger than he should have been. For as tanky as a champion as Colossus is, and the list of immunities that that guy has, I think that his damage output is stronger than it should have been. Certainly nowhere near the levels of like Magneto just being able to shut down all the opponents and stuff like that. And Colossus definitely suffers from if you can't get those parries in. If the opponent is stun immune or it's got a heavy case of limber or something like that, then yeah, Colossus is not going to be nearly as strong. So easier to counter, easier for Kabam to come up with nodes that just, like, you know, shut him down and stuff. But I do think his damage is higher than it should have been. Again, if you're just tuning in, don't be mad at me for saying this. No one's getting nerfed. No champion's getting nerfed. I'm not pleading to Kabam to nerf these champs or anything like that. I'm just saying, if we're up to me, if I was in control of the balance of all the champs in this game, then Colossus's damage would have been toned down a bit. But yeah. Whoa, though. Joshua K. Martin sending over $100, dude. Shattering knees, dude. Shattering freaking knees. Practically last Zarnian style. Because there is no other messages other than the one in the super chat saying, been watching you for years. By far my favorite YouTuber. Thank you. Dude, no, thank you, man. That is incredibly generous, incredibly kind of you to say as well. With how many awesome YouTubers there are. Man, dude. Super kind of you to say, man. And $100 freaking bucks. Thank you, dude. Super generous. You have rightfully taken your spot as biggest D. Thank you, dude. Knee attack. Oh, man. Thank you, dude. Super generous. Hashtag nerf Juggernaut. Juggernaut did get nerfed, actually. So this was before I started playing the game. But I think at one point in time, people were saying Juggernaut was the most overpowered character in the game. I can't tell you exactly why, but yeah, apparently he was like the strongest champion in the game. You're a badass MCUC YouTuber BG. Never donate. What? You donate all the time. Plus you got a banana next to your name. You do plenty to support me, dude. Thank you as well, Superman. Absolute revelation in Variant 7. Spider-Ham absolutely decimates that Venom. Holy crap, that was glorious. Dude, Spider-Ham he's the type of champion that he gets talked about some, but I feel like he equally gets slept on just as much as he gets talked about, you know? It's a weird combination. of people know how good he is, yet he's still being slept on a bit, you know? But that's the, okay, so Spider-Ham. I think Spider-Ham is a good example of a champion that is powerful and not game-breaking. There are techniques that if you watch videos, you could see Spider-Ham like taking down fights in the Abyss and stuff. And making it look pretty convincing that the dude is like straight up overpowered. But again, he doesn't have every immunity under the sun. He is more of a glass cannon style champion. He's got unique damage in that you actually want the opponent throwing specials, right? Which means like you have to be on your toes to navigate those fights, to get out of harm's way of those specials, either through an evade or like an actual dexterity evade. I think Spider-Ham is a great example of a champion that, like a newer champion that's balanced. Like if these other OP champs didn't exist, he would still like push the levels of like that power creep. He would still you know, be more, he'd be more powerful than the champions that came before him in many ways. Again, if champs like Ghost didn't exist. But he would do so in a way that I don't think damages the game. I think Spider-Ham is appropriately balanced. And the only reason that he gets a bit slept on is because you have these champs that just break the game. When you're new to the game, a champ that starts with Unstoppable is downright OP. It does feel good. Yeah, it does feel good. I'm talking about like before even, you know, like Awaken abilities were a thing. But I guess Juggernaut's Awaken ability is only unstoppable after using specials, right? So I guess even before signature abilities existed, he would have started the fight unstoppable. Oh, man, never donate to other YouTubers. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Well, dude, again, thank you for the support. BG, how is your 6-star rank 4 catalyst materials? They're free to play at the top end of the game, almost there, near mid. I'm a little bit behind the absolute furthest along to rank 4s. I don't know exactly how far though, because I haven't even completed all the content that gives those materials. I still have a few Karina's challenges left. I'll get them done like soon enough. I'm not that far behind in terms of Karina's challenges. And I guess that's the only other source that I'm lacking. Well, technically there was offers. There was like the 7.2 offer for units, but that was such a terrible offer. I can take a look and see where I'm at right now. Actually, hold on. Let's go to the Karina's challenges first. And then whoops. Then we'll go to the stash. Also, Alliance War. Technically, we could have performed better in last war season, but we were kind of taking a little bit of a break from the competitive side of things. We still finished Plat 1, but the rewards for in war aren't even that large anyway. But yeah, so I'm missing, what is this, a third? No, this is 25% of one. Yeah, 25%. Each of these are 25%, I guess. And right now I have one tier 6 and only half of a tier 3 alpha. Actually, I'm quite a bit further behind than I thought, because I thought I had like 1.5 tier 3 alphas, because people have 2 of each of these right now. And even after completing Karina's challenges, I'm not going to have a single tier 3 alpha. Am I missing anything else? I mean, we've got Summer of Pain, but no one's finished Summer of Pain yet, of course. What else am I missing? Was the rest of it just through offers? We've had that 3K unit offer. We've had some other random money offers, but then we also had spring cleaning. We had the 4th of July. Is that it? That might be it. BG, day stream tomorrow? Probably not. I really should. I want to do day streams, man. I really do. But I'm so focused on trying to finish up this damn video. What a nightmare it's been. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to bring things up about it any more than I already did. But God, after I post the damn video, I'm going to tell you about some of the frustrations and what's causing all the delays. Because there are many. This is a cursed video. But like, I'm really into it right now. I said at the beginning of the stream, or near the beginning of the stream, that like I hate editing videos, and I mean it. However, it can also be really fun. And I've gone through all the emotions just today alone of like hating, wanting to give up, screw making videos entirely, to also just laughing my ass off in just like pure joy. And at least the pure joy happened like towards the end of the day, so I'm still kind of riding that wave of like, dude, let me just keep going. It'll be fun when it's posted, kind of thing, you know? So I'm like avoiding day streams, trying to avoid making other videos, because there's a few videos that I really also wanted to make this week, but anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I really should maybe do a day stream at least one of the days this weekend, but again, I kind of just want to keep plowing forward on this, so we'll see. But tomorrow, I don't think day stream, no. BG's going through the 6 stages of grief every time he tries to edit this video. It's true. Like I said, you'll understand afterwards when it's posted. And I tell some of the horror stories of what happened. But how long, though? I don't know. I don't even know. We'll see. Anyway, Zayden Danielson sent over to saying, "Hey BG, who's better, Iron Man, Infinity War, or Punisher 2099?" Punisher 2099, I'd say. There's situations where you could argue both, but I would say Punisher. Overall, more people are gonna like Punisher. More people are gonna have fun with him. He'll be used for more content. Vote video every day? Yeah, I know, man. Everybody would vote. Most people would vote video every day, which I'll get back to. Which is why I want to get done with this damn. It's just like hanging over my head at this point, and then I can get back to making daily, or at least, you know, like 4 or 5 videos a week or something, if not every day. BG, so I just pulled 5-star I-Bomb yesterday after an initial completion of Act 5 and was wondering whether I-Bomb could work for 6.1.1 Sabretooth. I think he's a good option because of his 25-second Petrify. Yeah, I-Bomb can work for that Sabretooth, absolutely. He also... So that Sabretooth has no retreat. And... normally, you wouldn't necessarily just want to stand there and block hits, because you're gonna take a lot of damage. Like Sabretooth's special one, like you want Sabretooth to throw his special one ideally, but you're gonna end up taking a lot of block damage with most champions. But because I-bomb applies a weakness whenever he blocks an attack, you're not going to take as much block damage. You still will take some. There's no getting around that. But yeah, you like I-bomb's a great option for that fight, I'd say. What is this video about? Life. That's it. The struggles of life. Ray Townsman 705 saying, can't be Big D, but you're still great and deserve it. Maybe do a drum pattern on your desk. Oh man, thank you, dude. It wouldn't really sound good. I'm sorry to say. Not because I can't play it like I mean, dude, I mean, there's plenty of simple drum patterns that I could play real quick, but I just mean like it wouldn't come through well through the mic, because the mic is facing away from the desk, very intentionally. Otherwise, my voice would sound like crap, right? And yeah, you would need like drummers would understand it, because I could just like, you know, play some rudiments or something like that, but it would sound like garbage to everyone else in here. People would be like, what's that? I don't know. So yeah, gonna have to pass on that. But dude, Ready Townsman, thank you for another 5, man. Thank you very much. Favorite rudiment since I brought it up. Not that I play a lot of rudiments, by the way, because there's a lot of them. But yeah, well, for like a week, I was like, dude, I'm gonna practice these all the time. I'm gonna be the best. But that only lasted for like a week. It's not that fun sitting there practicing rudiments. However, my favorite one that I just kind of find myself naturally tapping into was the double paradiddle. Not to be confused with the single. The far inferior single. It's all about the double. GG, Eli Beast has been in Capitalist Messages all stream. Can you have a look? Sure. Someone respectfully repeating their message that I've just been overlooking. Let me see. Hold on. Hey BG, I got my first 6-star, and I'm sad to say it is Karnak. Ah, it troll rolled over Warlock. Damn, dude. Well, I mean, that is a bummer. That Warlock would have been much better, but just some slight silver lining to it. I would say Karnak, he hasn't been buffed yet. So he's still due. There will come a time where, even if it isn't like an insane overpowered buff, there will be a time where he'll be better and he'll be much more of a playable champ and all that. So bummer that was your first one, but you'll look back on it in the future at some point probably and say, thank God this was my first 6-star, you know? So yeah. I'm looking forward to that day too, because I've always wanted Karnak to be better. I still, to this day, just like the way that he looks. He's just a normal looking dude. If I was buffer, I would be Karnak. You know, just wearing like a kind of a beat up hoodie, some normal clothes. I don't know. I always thought that was cool. I liked his style. Plus, I like the face paint, but it's just that he kind of sucks. Anyone else have no effing clue what he's talking about? Yeah, exactly. Most people don't. When it comes to like the drum stuff, which is why. I don't know. It's still fun to talk about drum stuff for the people that are familiar, but I can only go so deep with it before everyone's lost. All right. Let's spin this out. Who wouldn't want to hear a badly mic'd desk drum beat? Oh man, I used to do drum rolls sometimes, but it would be really bad. Come on, let me get some units. Let me get 225. If I get 225, that'll take me over 11k. That'll be nice. Have you ever said, thank God I got Iron Patriot as my first 5-star? No? No, I guess I haven't. Matthew Robertson said number 5. Matthew, thank you, dude. Hold on, hold that thought. Gold. Between 2 energy refills. Honestly, thank God. Dude, I cannot use any more energy refills right now. But all right, Matthew Robertson, thank you for the 5 saying, I bought my first computer today. Hey, and I'm 1 HDMI cord away from being able to record / stream MCOC and other games. All right, dude. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. HDMI cord, that's the easy part. Out of all the like sold out electronics everywhere, you could still find an HDMI cord. So nice, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. Can only go so deep with it. BG July 2021. Really? Oh my god. And speed up D. Sending over a buck trying to catch me going full screen mode. Saying. I love you. Speed up, D. Nice try. But thank you very much for the love and support as always, dude. Oh, man. There'll be no ultra high def speed up D face tonight. But anyway, on that note, guys, it is late. So it is time to call it a night. I will be back. Free crystal. I knew that was going to come up. I saw it. With the time almost up. I'll be back tomorrow, normal time. I don't think Dave's streaming tomorrow. Maybe Sunday. But not tomorrow. But I will be here, normal time at night. Massive shout out to
Man loves beans.
Joshua K. Martin for being tonight's biggest D. We got another one right here, though, from Ruddy Townsman. Another buck. Thank you, dude. Saying, still respect the big bald head. Thanks, man. You're great. Don't forget. Ruddy, dude. Thank you very much once again, dude. Thank you very much. One day... Oh, Jordan, you said I didn't mean a new video every day. I meant I'd vote for you doing that video every day until you're done with it. Ah, okay, gotcha. One day, what's it called? One day, maybe not on this channel, but one day I'm gonna have to make a drum video just because I need it. I need to do it. I need to accomplish that in my life. So, no promises anytime soon. But Ruddy Townsend, one day I'm going to make a drum video, man. Before making a website, I'm sure. But yeah. Anyway. Once again, shout out to Joshua. And, who used to say big egg mode again? Or, was it big egg? Or was it big Ed? No, it must have been egg, right? That was Hunter. That was a Hunter thing. But alright, anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later, everybody. Have a great night. Bye.